Welcome back
Preach.
to DNF, everyone. Happy draft day. Hope everyone's staying safe.
Yeah. So first off, we just want to bring you some breaking news. Former tight end Rob Gronkowski came out of retirement and joined his good buddy in Tampa Bay, Tom Brady. He got traded from the Patriots to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll see the details probably somewhere like right there. Just describing what happened with the trade. But my opinion on this, they've had great chemistry in the past. Hopefully, their first year in Tampa is successful.
Yeah.
Everyone's hoping that. It's looking like Tampa Bay is the team to beat right now in the NFL, besides Kansas City. Their run defense was very good. Their offense was very good. A little bit of a concern with Jameis Winston at quarterback. But now that they're
They
gone,
got Tom Brady, so
exactly, they got the
things should be
GOAT.
fine.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So there's gonna be two parts to this episode. First off, we just wanted to shout out Tim. Tim, thank you for all the comments you gave us. We just wanted to start off by we know you asked us a very important question in the comments below, and we'd like to answer it. So Dylan,
Yeah, yeah. So basically, what we're gonna do. So me and Frankie picked out 6 quarterbacks, not necessarily the best, not necessarily the worst, but we're just gonna talk about the best team fits. We're not gonna exactly gonna break down their game.
mhm,
Because you guys probably know most of them, but maybe we'll go over just a bit,
a couple,
and
yeah.
just say why this a certain team is the best fit for them.
Perfect. You want to
So
start it off?
yeah, I'll start it off. My first quarterback, LSU quarterback Joe Burrow, widely expected to go #1 overall to Cincinnati. Um, you know, Great decision maker, throws the ball well in tight windows, reads his coverage as well. The only problem is, his maturity on the field. Not that he's immature, but he needs to take less sacks, less hits, and slide more when he's on the run. I find quarterbacks like that could be very vulnerable to injuries. So, I'm just hoping for his safety next year.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
Cincinnati's a great fit. AJ Green, Tyler Boyd, John Ross. Zach Taylor's gonna have a great time
Mm,
using them, and Joe Burrow is definitely prepared for a good year.
yeah,
Maybe address the tight end position, but other than that, they're set.
yeah, but maybe lacking on the arm strength a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first quarterback that I want to analyze, Tua Tagovailoa. Tua, coming out of Alabama, Nick Saban is head coach. So Tua last year, towards the end of the season, suffered a very severe hip injury, which he got surgery for it. And in my opinion, Tua is better quarterback than Joe Burrow. I think he's not gonna get the #1 overall pick because of that injury, and teams aren't maybe ready to roll the dice on Tua's health. But Tua's amazing quarterback, and personally, I think his perfect fit is Miami. Tua's very mobile, but loves to sling the ball. Very good throw, very good runner. He's gonna have some fun with Mike Gesicki and Devontae Parker. And if they draft a first round wide
Receiver.
receiver next year, it's gonna be fun to watch Miami.
Yeah, exactly. So my second quarterback is Justin Herbert. I think the Chargers are a good fit for Herbert. He's had a couple of issues with his accuracy over the course of his past seasons, but he didn't have the best receiver. So I think going to a room with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Hunter Henry, the great pass catcher, Eckler, beauty of a receiving running back, carried my fantasy team. Shout out. But I think Herbert's gonna have a good time. I hope he improves the way he reads the defense. But if his first read doesn't come through, he always has Eckler. Makes hell of plays off the bubble.
Yep. My second quarterback, want to talk about was Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm, last year, well, 2 years ago, he really started buzzing. People were saying he's gonna be a first round pick, but last year, really, all the hype really came down, and we're looking at Jake Fromm for potentially a late second rounder, early third. Jake Fromm comes out of the University of Georgia, Georgia Bulldogs. I think his fit will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jake Fromm is a pretty mobile quarterback, I'd say, but he's more of a thrower than anything. He's with Deontay Johnson and Juju Smith-Schuster next year, um, and potentially sitting maybe 2 years behind Big Ben. As we know, he's still there. Will be very beneficial for him.
Yeah, exactly. So my final quarterback Jalen Hurts out of Oklahoma. With Jalen Hurts, I feel like Indianapolis, the Colts are the best situation for him. He's a proven winner. I think Indianapolis, their window's open. Um, you know, when they were with Andrew Luck, they were just at the beginning, their rise, to, contending for the Super Bowl. After he retired, Jacoby Brissett, not a bad season, but just not good enough to get a playoff berth, although they were still in contention. Frank Reich, great coach. I feel like he could develop Jalen Hurts, especially being a quarterback in this league. He possesses all the knowledge needed to, develop those quarterbacks. And, I feel like learning under Philip Rivers would be a great situation for him. Um, Indianapolis' O line is incredible as well.
A lot
Uh,
of weapons.
exactly. So they could show, it could show Jalen Hurts' ability to make plays in the pocket, not necessarily have to scramble out of the pocket. I feel like his connection with T.Y. Hilton could be a good one, similar to that with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Uh, so thank you for Pace for staying tuned here.
Yeah.
And on to part two. Welcome back to part two of this episode. Happy draft day again. We're going to be doing a quick mock draft. Um, and yeah, that's about it.
So Dylan will go picks one. We'll go even picks. I'll go odds, and yeah, let's start it off.
Okay, so number one, I'm Cincinnati right now. I'm taking the, no brainer Joe Burrow. Great situation, Ohio dude.
Perfect. Number two, we're gonna go best player available in this draft. We're gonna go Chase Young for Washington.
Good selection. So I'm gonna trade. Miami's gonna trade up to number three, select their man of the future, Tua Tagovailoa.
Perfect. That means the Detroit's dropping to 5. Number
Exactly.
4, New York Giants. New York Giants. My brother is a big fan. Really, there's discussion whether you take the best player there, Isaiah Simmons, or you protect Daniel Jones by getting Tristan Wirfs. I think they're gonna go killer mindset. They're gonna go Isaiah Simmons.
Good selection. So I'm number five. I'm Detroit. They get the man that they've always wanted, Jeffrey Okuda out of Ohio State.
Perfect. Number 6, as we know, Philip Rivers left. Tyrod Taylor, not the man of their future. They're gonna go Justin Herbert out of Oregon.
Yeah, Chargers, Herbert. Yeah. So number seven, Carolina. Interesting situation here. Um, I feel like they're gonna select Derek Brown out of Auburn.
Right. Perfect. We're gonna go 8. We're gonna go Arizona Cardinals. We're gonna go. I was initially gonna get a wide receiver for them, but they got DeAndre Hopkins, so this fills a need. We're gonna go Jedrick Wills out of Alabama.
Another good selection. So I'm at number nine here. My prediction is that there's going to be a trade. So I feel like at nine, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to trade with the Jaguars. So the Buccaneers are going to select at nine, and they're going to get their man of the future in Tristan Wirfs to help protect Tom Brady.
So moving on, Cleveland number 10. I think it was gonna be a trade. Cleveland's gonna swap with Philadelphia. Philadelphia are currently at number 21. And Philadelphia will get a wide receiver, CD Lamb, out of Oklahoma.
Interesting move. So now I'm number 11. I'm the New York Jets. Um, so the Jets, they did a lot in free agency with their O line. I think it's very clear and obvious they still need another receiver. I feel like they're going to go Henry Ruggs, pair him up with Sam Darnold.
Perfect. Number 12, we're gonna go Las Vegas Raiders. We're gonna go Jerry Judy, give a real number one tool for Derek Carr.
Nice. So now I'm 13. I'm the San Francisco 49ers. Um, I think here they're going to take uh, CJ Henderson.
Um, okay, I'm 14. I'm Jacksonville. I was initially
Great.
gonna go CJ Henderson, build up the secondary Florida connection, but we're gonna go Joshua Jones out of Houston tackle.
Interesting selection. Okay, so yeah, I'm 15 at Denver. Uh, Interesting target that they're having addressing the interior pressure. Uh, I'm taking Kenneth Murray.
Perfect. I'm at 16. I'm Atlanta Falcons. We're gonna go plain and simple. We're gonna go Javon Kinlaw out of South Carolina, defensive tackle.
Good selection. So I'm 17 at Dallas. Um, they lost Travis Frederick to retirement, so I'm going to take a big selection, Cesar Ruiz out of Michigan.
I'm 18. I'm Miami. I had two choices in mind, either tackle Austin Jackson out of USC, but I was leaning towards Xavier McKinney's safety out of Alabama. We know they lost Minka Fitzpatrick, so we're gonna go my man out of Alabama, Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, great selection again. So I'm the Las Vegas Raiders at 19. Uh, so right now I'm going to take best available. Um, Maybe they don't need him. No, they probably do. Uh, Cornerback out of LSU, Christian Fulton.
I'm at 20. I'm Jacksonville. I'm gonna go my man out of LSU, Clavon Chaisson.
Another great selection. Need to boost their defense. So I'm 21. I'm Cleveland now. So Cleveland's at a very interesting scenario. Um, they don't really have many holes to fill. However, right now, if I'm Cleveland, I'm probably going to take Austin Jackson.
Yeah, Cleveland, as we know, trade for the 21st pick. Now we're in Minnesota. We're gonna reach a little. We know they traded Stephon Diggs. Let's get a wide receiver here. Let's get my guy out of LSU, Justin Jefferson.
Good selection there. So I'm the Patriots at 23. Who knows what they're going to do at 23? If I'm New England right now, I'm going out and I'm going to get Jordan Love to succeed the man, Tom Brady.
All right, number 24. I was initially gonna go for a wide receiver here, but as you know, Emmanuel Sanders came in. But yeah, I'm gonna go linebacker. I'm gonna go Patrick Queen out of LSU.
Another good selection. Great player, Patrick Queen. So I'm 25. I'm Minnesota. So they did address their need for a receiver. Um, Maybe New England goes there at 23. We don't know. If I'm Minnesota right now, uh, I'm probably going to take Yetur Gross out of Penn State.
Perfect. 26. With Miami, I'm gonna go the number one running back on the list. We're gonna go my guy out of Georgia. We're gonna take DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, another good selection. So I'm Seattle at 27. Very interesting situation. Um, right now, if I'm Seattle, they had a couple of holes they need to fill at O line. So in this very deep O line class, I'm going to take Ezra Cleveland.
We're at 28 now with the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens, we're gonna have a very dynamic duo next year. We're gonna pair Mark Ingram with we're gonna go J.K. Dobbins on this one.
Interesting. So I'm 29. I'm Tennessee. Tennessee needs to surround Ryan Tannehill with a little more talent. They do have good receivers in AJ Brown and Corey Davis. However, he's been pretty inconsistent. I think they get it. I think they go out and they get Denzel Mims.
Perfect. I'm 30. I'm the Green Bay Packers. We'll do this simple. We're gonna go out to get a second for Devontae Adams. We're gonna get wide receiver out of Arizona State, Brandon Ayuk.
Another good selection. So I'm 31. I'm San Francisco right now. Who is there to get? Again, they don't have many holes to fill. Right now, I'm probably going to go out. I'm going to take AJ Epinesa.
Yeah, he really slid there. So I'm gonna go 32, Kansas City, Super Bowl champs. We're gonna address the secondary. We're gonna go my guy who slipped a little. We're gonna go Trayvon Diggs out of Alabama, cornerback. That
Solid
wraps
selection.
up. That wraps up the first round of the draft. Thank you
Exactly.
very
Thank
much
you.
for watching.
Have a great
Drop a
rest of your
like
day,
and subscribe. Yeah.
and we'll see you later.
So we wanted to just give a quick shout out to my friend Nick at the Daily Skull. You'll see right now, I know I'm recording over it, just a template for our mock draft. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn post notifications on. We'll see you next time.
They say I'm falling, but they be calling when they see me balling. Pass me the rock, man, I feel like I'm spouting. These niggas foul with the rep, do not call it. I've been in the foreigns, you can't even start it. I want a big body, you can't even park it. I'ma go dumb out regardless, cause mama always told me, boy, finish what you started.